Suntem într-un minunat câmp de lavandă, la stufărișul de la SIC. Nu, stai că am greșit locația. Vă salut și bine ați revenit pe canalul Plecați Departe. Astăzi vom face o mică excursie în stufărișul de la SIC, un loc aflat la 50-60 de km distanță de Cluj-Napoca, o zonă de dealuri, nu de munte, cum suntem obișnuiți de obicei. N-am mai fost niciodată, haideți să vedem despre ce e vorba. O atracție a locului, Paula și Janos, care ne îndeamnă să salvăm data, 27 octombrie 2019. Am salvat-o, doar că e anul trecut. Numit plastic și delta din inima Transilvaniei sau Amazonul Carpaților, am glumit cu Amazonul Carpaților, stufărișul de la SIC este a doua mare rezervație după delta Dunării din punct de vedere al stufului, adică ca și întindere, ca suprafață de stuf. Prima este delta Dunării, cea mai mare din țară, următoarea este acest stufăriș, o rezervație unde teoretic ar trebui să vedem plante, animale tipice zonelor mlăștinoase. Spuneam mai devreme de Amazon. Dacă vreți să vedeți un film din jungla Amazonului, puteți să dați click acum pe linkul care apare în dreapta sus. E un film pe care l-am făcut în urma unei excursii mici în jungla Amazonului din Peru, în Parcul Natural Pacaya Samiria. E bine să nu veniți cu multe așteptări la stufăriș, pentru că nu cred că veți vedea fenomenal de multe păsări sau specii rare, cum sunt papagali sau ceva ce nu există la noi, păsări flamingo. E doar o alee făcută din lemn prin mijlocul mlaștinii, pe care, dacă aveți noroc, veți putea observa câte un animăluț, o șopârlă, o broască țestoasă. Eu mai devreme am văzut o broască țestoasă cam așa de mare, dar n-am apucat să o filmez pentru că s-a speriat și s-a ascuns sub apă. Aleile sunt destul de șubrede, pe alocuri sunt găuri în ele, lipsește câte un lemn sau anumite lemne, ceea ce e de înțeles, că se stau în bătaia soarelui și a înghețului iarna. Anumite lemne sunt rupte, deci în momentul ăsta, cu grijă, se poate face acest traseu prin mlaștină de către oricine. Trebuie să vă zic până la urmă, poate v-am indus un pic în eroare cu titlul filmului, Comando în stufărișurile de la SIC. Singurul comando e să încerci să te abții, să nu te enervezi văzând atâtea sticle și doze de bere și alte plasticuri aruncate stânga-dreapta aleii și a turnurilor din care se pot vedea păsările. Suntem în turnul de birdwatching sau turnul de urmărit păsări. Cărările astea leagă între ele una, două, trei căsuțe din paie, unde dacă e o zi însorită ca și astăzi, te poți odihni puțin la umbră, să-ți tragi o gură de aer. Spuneam mai devreme că s-ar putea să nu fiți impresionat de ce găsiți aici. Cu siguranță nu o să se aglomereze păsările în jurul vostru în momentul în care vizitați stufărișurile. Era amuzant mai devreme un grup de turiști mai pantofari. Au ajuns aici la turnul de păsări și au început să facă gălăgie și să bată din palme în ideea că poate sperie niște păsări totuși, să vadă și ei ceva. Nu ai atitudinea să vii aici să sperii animale, să le vezi cum fug de tine. Deci dacă aveți de gând să veniți să speriați animalele din rezervație, așa mai bine vă uitați la televizor sau beți o cafea acasă și puneți o poză pe care o găsiți pe internet, pe Facebook și vede lumea, ați fost acolo, totul în regulă. Dacă aveți mai mult timp la dispoziție, puteți să intrați și în satul Sic, un sat destul de cochet, o comună chiar, unde veți găsi muzeul unui olandez. Mergem acum să-l vedem. Unui olandez care s-a mutat în România și a făcut respectivul muzeu.
Welcome in Sic for the Romanians, and for the Hungarians it is Szék. You are in a Hungarian village, and 96% is still Hungarian, and in the past it was a big city because of the salt mines, and nowadays it is a little village, about 2,000 villagers, maybe a little bit more. And we have three streets, and every street in the past had a private dance house.
Okay.
And this is one of the three dance houses. I like folk dancing, and in 1980 I started with folk dancing, and maybe I learned 60 Romanian dances, and a lot of from Macedonia, Yugoslavia, from Turkey, from Albania, from America, England, of course the dances from Holland. And 4 years later I saw a book about Transylvania, and thanks to this book I saw a lot of interesting pictures about life in Hungary and in Transylvania. And the man who made these pictures, he was born in Cluj in 1937, and you see a lot of, it's always black and white, the pictures, but thanks to his pictures I became in love for this village, because this is one of the dance houses in Sic. And this was the life in one such a room. And in 1990, for the first time, I came to Sic, and I wanted to see such a dance house, and they gave me too much palinka. I became drunk and I had to stay. Yes.
Good. In 1995 you came here.
1990.
Mm-hmm.
Just in the year of the revolution.
Ah, okay, 1990. And now you live here in this house?
Yes. In
Okay.
in 2004 I bought this house, but I did not know it was a dance house. So it is the same when you like chocolate and your father buys for you a
Chocolate factory.
chocolate factory.
Exactly.
And 1 year later I restored it because it was in a very bad condition, and more and more people came, and I decided to make a bed and breakfast. We have bed and breakfast, we have the museum, and we organize sometimes dance houses.
Nice, really nice.
Yes. And they were just singing, yeah, da 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 da. So that was the music, and that was interesting.
And this is the new dance house.
This is already 10 years the new dance house, and 20 times a year we organize dance parties, especially for dance groups who already know the dances. And over there are sitting the musicians of the village. We have still musicians, and they can play all night.
What time does the party stop normally?
At 12 o'clock.
In the evening?
Yes, because from always it was tradition from 8 until 12 o'clock to have dance houses, and the next day everybody had to work on the fields, and to so at 12 o'clock it ended.
And in the young generation doesn't party that much, or?
Well, but sometimes there were big parties, because it was a private house, and a couple, they took care of the young people, but also the young people had to go to school. At 12 o'clock it was finished.
Ah, okay.
But also for us we handle the same hours, and okay, maybe it is until 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock, but 2 o'clock it's really finished.
Yes.
But sometimes it's very hard to finish a party.
Yeah, always. Any party is hard to
Yes,
finish.
Yes.
So the ones that end up at 2 o'clock are after party.
Yes.
Okay.
In 2007 I bought this house because here in Siek they have big weddings, and in a wedding there is a lot of traditions, but also they get a lot of money. And after wedding the new couple wants to build a new house, and they demolish such a house and they built a big house. That's why you see so many big houses in Siek. It is good for them, but not for me, and that's why I very quickly bought this house to restore it and to save it for tourism.
Yeah, good idea.
As you see, I like flowers, wild flowers, and I will never cut it. But also in the past, this kind of there are flowers like this. It is good medicine for when you have pain on your bones. This house is 140 years old, and I restored it also. Now it is bed and breakfast. And this was the dance house from the 3rd Street, Forosek. And in Forosek, this was the dance house. And my wife, in the last 20 years, it was a place to where you could buy bread. And I always went to this place because I like the house. But slowly I also like the lady. And 1 year later we married. It's
Good.
like a fairy tale. In winter they danced in the house, and in summer they danced in a barn. And I have also built a barn.
Wow. Many boots,
Yes.
traditional boots. And how many boots do you have in total?
Oh, that is a good question. Well, when I came to Siek in the in the dance house there were 2 pair of boots and they were smelling a little bit, and I put them outside on the veranda because they need clean air. And after 1 week an old lady was coming and she said, why are the boots the whole week outside? Because of the sun the leather will be too hard and you can't use them anymore. And I said spontaneous, beloved lady, it was a dance house, it will be a dance house after restoration, and when the wind is blowing the boots are already dancing. And everybody who gives me their ugly old smelling boots, I give symbolical a package of Dutch coffee. It was just a joke and I did not expect somebody should give me really their boots. The next day the old lady was coming back. She said, I like Dutch coffee. Please, here are the boots. And I was laughing about it. I went to the kitchen. I gave her the coffee. She gave me the boots. She was happy. I was happy. Everybody happy. The next day, 2 neighbor women were coming. We have heard here you can get Dutch coffee. Here are the boots. I was laughing again. I went to the kitchen. I gave her the coffee. Yes, and she was happy, I was happy, everybody happy. And then came the other neighbors and the other neighbors. And now I have more than 500 pair of boots.
Wow, 500.
Yes.
500, you can put shoes in an entire village.
Well, I think that still in the village are about 3,000 boots, pair of boots.
Ah.
Still. Because everybody, when they go to church and when the girls and boys are 14 years, they have the confirmation, and the boots maker will make a new boot for you. Yes. So these pictures are made by Cornelis Peter in 1967. For the first time he came in the village, together with Novak Ferenc, a famous choreographer. And he came back every year. And he mainly was in the first street, Velzek, and in the first street, Vorosek. And so this is the rebuilt dance house from Vorosek. And as you see, I got all the wooden materials, and they are more than 160 years old. But I managed to rebuild with the old wood the entire roof, and that you still can see something of the old times. Mm-hmm. When you come to this place, here you see one of my beloved pictures. This is the dance house from Vorosek when it was still in the other street. And here this window is now this window. The oil lamp is that oil lamp. The place to sit is this place. And here you see a dancer, and now I am the dancer.
Good. Cam asta a fost filmul, sper că v-a plăcut. Nu uitați înainte de a ieși să apăsați acel buton subscribe, să vă înscrieți la acest canal. De asemenea, butonul clopoțel, dacă îl apăsați veți primi notificări pe mail cu următoarele filme pe care le voi posta. Dați un like, scrieți un coment, o impresie personală despre acest film. Aveți grijă de voi, toate cele bune și ciao!